What's up, you guys? Esley Guer from Entertainment Fanatic Reviews, back with another review in the Friday 13th franchise. And today's review will be of Friday 13th Part 3, 3D, and I am joined by two good friends of mine, Mickey Ross from SAVINI Jason and Matt Hart from Random Matt Videos. And today we'll be talking about Friday 13th Part 3. So yeah, let's get into our review of Friday 13th Part 3. So before I get into my positives or negatives, I'm gonna let Mickey start off and then Random Matt Videos. So yeah, take it away, Mickey.
What's up, man? So, Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. Oh my god, the 3D effects are so fucking awesome, it's almost like it's in 2D. Wait, it really is. Like, have you seen the fucking movie, man? Like, we haven't got a decent 3D version of that on DVD or Blu-ray in, like, ever. Unless it's in the box set, in which case, then I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But that's my likes for Friday the 13th Part 3. It's the iconic debut of the iconic hockey mask. I mean, what more can you ask for than that? I mean, shit, you got biker gangs in the 80s, you got Jason wearing his hockey mask, going around killing motherfuckers, and technically it takes place on Saturday the 14th, because it's after the events of Part 2, so, not that it really matters, but it's technically Saturday the 14th, so, that leads into my negatives. The Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D, which ain't many, it's just little minor nitpicks. Some of the dialogue was a little weak in certain areas, and some of the character development wasn't that strong, like with characters like Chuck and Chili, the two potheads in the movie. Chuck was kind of a bitch, you know, he's kind of a whiny ass. It's like, you expect me to go outside in the dark, alone. And this girl, Chili, is like a badass. She's like, be a man. That girl had an ass like, burn! Just hot as hell. Andy and Chris had a great chemistry on screen. I really loved them. They had a good romance. It came across very well. I wished I could have seen more of them in Part 4 if they could have survived it. The part at the very end, though, with Mrs. Voorhees coming out of the water, I know it was a throwback to the first movie, but it was kind of stupid because it looked nothing like Mrs. Voorhees. So I just like, yeah, fuck that. But, anyways, yeah, overall, Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D is badass. Go out and buy that motherfucker.
Pervert. No, I'm just playing. I agree with mostly everything you said. You did a pretty good job. And so now on to Random Matt Videos.
Thanks, Esley, for having me a part of your video that's related to Friday the 13th 3. It is awesome. It is cool. I love the look of Jason. Richard Brooker is my favorite Jason, in fact. My favorite kill would have to be when Vera gets it in the eye with a spear gun. I thought that was just well done, well shot. I love the story. I love just about anything that has to do with this film, except for the backstory that's related to Chris and Jason. I would have to give this movie an 8 out of 10 just because of the backstory. It just doesn't fit well with the timeline with this film and the film that came out prior to this one. It's my all-time favorite Friday the 13th film out there. It came out the year I was born, and technically, the only negative I have is the backstory between Chris and Jason. Other than that, great movie, well done, A+.
Alright, what's up, you guys? So let's start off with my positives. I know a lot of people does not like Shelly, but he reminds me of me from like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm 19, but his character is probably 19 or a little bit older, but I don't know, he just reminds me of myself 3 or 4 years ago. This film has some decent acting with a decent cast. No one really like is bad, and I think they are an improvement over the second film, in my opinion. Chris is my favorite final girl of all time. One, for nostalgic purposes. Two, she actually has a story. The backstory might not be the best, you know, I hate it for her, but, you know, at least we actually care for her character, and, you know, we get to know a little bit about her. And the fact that she has a past with Jason, it's creepy, but that's a first. Some kills were great, and some were so 80s. I loved it, you know, dude getting chopped in half from the dick down, that would be a horrible way to go. This is the beginning of the hockey mask, and it's very, very iconic. It would, if it wasn't for one of the crew members, you know, just happen to bring their hockey gear to work, we would never have hockey mask Jason. We might, but I highly doubt it. Moving on to my negatives. This film, some characters were annoying, you know, like Mickey stated, you know, the two stoners. I mean, they are a bit annoying, and people are always griping about their characters. Like, why are older stoners with younger people? I'm just like, well, the only explanation I can come up with is that, you know, they're trying to teach the younger generation how to do this and do that. And the way that Jason looked unmasked, it did look a bit cheap, but it did scare the shit out of me when I was little, especially that ending scene when she's on the boat and, you know, it's the dream sequence, you know, Jason's mom pops up, gets her, but before that, you see him run out the cabin and he's looking at her. That part, that does look scary. That does look pretty cool. Well, this film was probably my most watched horror film growing up. I have a special place for it deep down in my heart. It's a really good film. So with all that being said, I will give Friday the 13th Part 3 an 8.75 out of 10. Let me know what you thought about this film in the comments below. And with all that being said, don't be scared. To like, comment, subscribe, and share would be highly appreciated. And peace.